are so many people talking about this news anchor. In a business where appearance is so important, what she did stunned her audience and lifted their hearts. When you see it, you will love her too.
A news anchor becomes a newsmaker. Her act of courage on the air is something all women might understand, but it was quite a shock when Primetime Thursday continues.
And now we want to tell you about a radiantly beautiful woman and some people who love her. She's a news anchor at our ABC affiliate in San Antonio, Texas, and she is fighting breast cancer. In a business where appearance seems to mean so much, she took a big risk by turning her very private battle into a very public act of courage.
In a woman so young, breast cancer is rare.
This is the breast of a 35-year-old woman. It's my breast.
Leslie Mouton anchors the news in San Antonio, and she discovered a lump during a monthly breast self-examination. A few days later, she was hugging her husband and 2.5-year-old daughter before surgery. But she couldn't avoid the chemotherapy she so dreaded.
I didn't cry when I found out I had cancer. I didn't cry when I went through surgery. I cried when I left the oncologist's office, and he said to me, "You're going to lose your hair. Accept it." I think the reason it was so emotional for me is because I'm a TV news anchor. My hair is a big part of who I thought my identity was. And I found out it's the same way with all women. That is the most feared part of their cancer, is losing their hair in chemo.
She knew there would be sickness and loss of her hair, all of it. But 2 weeks later, when her hair started to fall out, she faced the devil head on. She invited her friends and family over.
Everybody tied braids in my hair, and we put little pink ribbons on each braid, and I call them memory locks.
She presented a lock to everyone, and then the serious cutting began. Her husband, Air Force Major Tony Maddox, who has flown in the Gulf War and Kosovo, says he was emotionally overcome. So to support his wife, he shaved his head too.
So here we go, Daddy!
More extreme than me being in combat. I just wanted to show her and prove to her that, hey, we did this together, we will stay together through thick and thin.
Mouton took KSAT's viewers through all the stages of her treatment.
The last 4 months have been the toughest of my life. Surgery.
And she came to feel there was a spiritual purpose to her illness.
Are you okay?
Over the weeks that followed,
All of a sudden I looked in the mirror when I was bald and I went, big deal. What have I been so freaked out about? It's still me, and I look pretty good. Look at this beautiful head God gave me. And from that moment on, I decided I am not going to walk around covering it up everywhere I go. I'm not going to do it.
she has grown in your eyes.
Absolutely. Extremely tall now. She's about 10 feet, I would say, 10 feet tall now, and able to tower over me and look down and say, okay, I can deal with this, so can you.
I go into stores, into restaurants, bald. I walk around bald all the time. The only time I wear my wig is for the news.
She has taken off her wig and will join us for the rest of this newscast without her hair.
And then last Friday, the ultimate statement.
It's also a pretty brave thing to do.
Thank you, Steve. I don't think it's really brave. I really look at it as something that's necessary.
She says she did it for her fellow breast cancer patients.
But this is my reality. I'm bald. And so I thought a good way for me to stand up for all of them and to show that it's not so bad to be bald is to be bald and to do it on television.
Do you think that your positive attitude has made a difference in your health?
I think it's crucial. So even if the cancer gets me in the long run, at least I'm going to love life to the very end, and I'm going to embrace it, and I'm going to enjoy it, and I'm going to thank God every day for the day I have.
One of the reasons Leslie Mouton went public is to encourage even young women to do monthly breast exams. Today, she's cancer-free, and her doctors say her prognosis is good.